Siakam said he wanted to be a top 5 player this offseason, and that seemed unrealistic, but he's playing like it. He's scoring at will, setting up his teammates, and shooting the ball really well, and putting up a bunch of career highs. Super surprising. Good for you, Siakam.
VC. I got this. Come on. NBA facts. There's the numbers, and these are facts. 26, 10, and 8, 47%. Had a triple-double. Toronto, not only is he an all-star, he's a rising star, he's a champion, and he is on his way to being top 5. If not now, Pascal Siakam, whatever you're doing in the summer, you put your work in, my guy.
Canada.
Balling.
Okay, and that's like verified coming from Mr. Raptors.
Okay, the Raptors are looking pretty impressive. What did you take away from seeing Toronto last night, Brian?
Yeah, you got to look at Pascal Siakam. We're going to be watching this all year. He's averaging out of the gates here in 5 games, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists a game. Those are MVP level numbers. Now, Siakam made second team All NBA last year, which was a great accomplishment because he had a rocky year, 2 years ago where he, got benched by coach Nick Nurse. The reason Pascal Siakam has huge incentive to make the All-NBA team again is if he does it, guys, he becomes super max eligible. He had the option to sign a contract extension this last offseason. He did not do it because he's betting on himself to make All-NBA again and look at one of those $200 million contracts and look at the start he's off to. He is highly motivated. I'm not sure the Raptors are crazy about giving him that type of contract, but they're going to reap the rewards of him chasing it, and he's certainly.
So far, Pascal Siakam, career high in points per game, 24.8. Rebounds, career high, 9.3. And assists, 7.7 assists per game, career high in that as well. Pascal is getting it done. But can they really afford this guy? He's making $37 next year, and he's a free agent in 2024. He still brings a lot of value, and for Raptor fans and Raptors organization, this is a business transaction that they must consider.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jag from Jaggy Sports here. Hope everybody had a great weekend, and we are going to talk in this video about Pascal Siakam. Pascal Siakam won one title, playing out of his mind. He got injured. He's got a right abductor strain muscle, obviously, and he's out possibly for several weeks now. But the bottom line here is, would the Raptors actually consider trading him? Should the Raptors actually consider trading him? My opinion is yes. They should entertain any offers that come for Pascal Siakam, right? He is averaging his highest so far. Last year he got 22.8 points per game. Now he's averaging 24, and I think he's averaging about 10 or 11 assists this year as well. So he's playing out of his mind, right? He might actually get first All-Star voting this year, and who can blame that, because he is playing out of his mind. But currently he's making $35 million a year, and next year he'll be making 37. So when it comes to the business, Masai Ujiri is no stranger to that, right? He traded DeMar DeRozan, and this was after he told DeMar DeRozan, we're not going to trade you. He obviously apologized for that, but he knows a good business deal when he sees one. So, all it takes is one contender in the East or the West to actually make an offer for Pascal Siakam. And the Raptors, I think, would jump on that for sure. Because, I don't see Raptors contending with the Boston Celtics. If the Nets get their act together, the Nets, the Bucks, who are undefeated. We're just talking about the East right now, right? And then the West, you got the Warriors, who are, again, if they get their act together soon. Phoenix Suns, Utah Jazz, surprisingly Utah Jazz. And at the end of the day, it's kind of like Raptors, I get it, you know, they're looking better than last year, but let's be realistic, right? Can the Raptors actually make a title run? I'm not 100% sure, but if you trade Pascal Siakam, you're going to get quite a few pieces back. A couple picks, an all-star type player. You know, at the end of the day, it's kind of like you got to take a look at your team too, because Gary Trent Jr., like the sharpshooter that he is, he's making 18 next year on a player option. So if he opts out, which most likely he will, Raptors need to consider him as well. And Fred Van Vliet, he's locked in for a bit, but you know, that is not going to get the job done. That trio is not going to get the job done. So the Raptors really need a superstar. They had one in Kawhi Leonard. They traded their chips, and you know, they actually won the title with them. But you know, the question remains: should the Raptors, Masai Ujiri, and the Raptors trade Pascal Siakam and get some value for him, because he's playing out of his mind? He's got 2 years or a year and a half left on his deal. So anyone that he gets traded to is not a player dump. It's not a contract player. It is a legitimate, hey, this guy still has a year and a half left on his contract. So take it for what you want. If I'm Masai Ujiri, I'm going to trade this guy while he's still hot, right? And everybody's talking about him. If he could make media headlines saying that this guy is a top 5 player, like you just saw, you know that trade rumors will be buzzing. And it's in February. A lot of guys can get traded after December 15th, but you know, between December 15th and February trade deadline, anything can happen. And I just think that Masai Ujiri, again, he is no stranger to pulling off big deals. I know he only pulled off one, but he's got a special type of player in Pascal Siakam, and he's got to think long term. This is a business. I get it. So Raptor fans, and obviously the rest of the NBA, because you don't know who is going to get who come trades, do the Raptors trade Pascal Siakam? Should the Raptors trade Pascal Siakam? Leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think. I'd love to hear from you guys. This is Jag from Jaggy Sports.